Hey everybody, it's Vince with Root Along Co. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. Today we're going to talk about how do I water my lawn? How do I water if I don't have an irrigation system, but I want to be able to use those fancy commercial irrigation heads that you see all these big lawns and golf courses use. This episode I will show you how to rig up this commercial irrigation head to an above ground line to be able to water your lawn like the pros. So what are the parts that I need to be able to use a commercial irrigation head in my lawn for super cheap? Start out with your ground spike. 12 bucks for a pack of 3 or 4 on Amazon. One downside is that these will bend in hard soil, so if you can leave them sit, that's probably best. I've gone through a lot of these, but they're super cheap. Next is you're gonna need your irrigation head of choice. This is a Rainbird 5004 head. I have a video showing you how to use one of these, how to adjust them. They shoot anywhere from 25 feet to 50 feet. It can give you a fine mist or it can give a nice solid spray. I've been using these ones for a year and a half now, and I love them. I'll never go back. I haven't really tried other brands, but there's no reason really to, because I like these. But when you want to connect this to this, you're going to need a riser. Amazon does have some risers. I rigged this up. This is simply a 1/2 inch male adapter with a small coupling in between, so a small piece of pipe, which connects to a 3/4 inch male adapter. This thread here for the Rainbird is a female, so it's 3/4 inch. I'll talk about all this in the description below. What you have to do is Teflon both of these threads, and then simply connect it, and that's it. They do sell brass 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch adapters. I'll try and see if I can find a link. If I can, I'll add it below. But that's your lawn spike. What you'll do is you'll hook your hose into here, and then the best thing to do is find out what your water pressure is like. I will run 2 irrigation heads off of 1. So that means I'm gonna run from my main line hose. You'll have 1 spike, right? So it's connected in. And then I'll take a 25-foot hose and I'll run it to my next irrigation head down here. And I will be able to spray head to head, where I can move my hose, head to head coverage, and it'll give me a wide area that I can spray. So you can fine tune your spray. You can cover a lot of ground with these. You can add more than 2 heads if you have the pressure to do so. These things are awesome, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you how I hook it up and water my lawn. Now, to hook these up, have your main hose line coming from your faucet. You're going to want to hook this one up. Spin that on like that. You can remove this black cap that comes on them. You'll take your 25-foot hose, that's your connector hose, you'll thread this on. So this black hose here is 25 feet and it's connected to this one, all right? Since I'm only running 2 heads, you'll ensure that this cap is on. So let's put these in the ground and see how they work. All right, so I just turned on the sprinklers. Let's take a look and see how they're working. This is 25 feet from head to head. This one I have set so it's going to do a 360. You can see it produces a nice rain curtain. So right now, the rain is hitting. Let's see where it's gonna end. So it does end a little short, about right here. So I can adjust that Rainbird head. And again, there's a link for the video on how to do that if you decide to go with a Rainbird 5000 head. That one's shooting a little high, but we're hitting that tree here. So that's telling me that I need to adjust this head. So that's it. That's how you set up an irrigation system above ground for super cheap. The spikes are about 13 bucks. The irrigation heads are about $12 a piece. The risers are a couple dollars, and the hose is probably your most big expense. Depends on how durable of a hose you want to have. It can range anywhere from $20 to probably $50, $60. So under $100, you can have an above ground irrigation system like the professionals and keep your grass watered and healthy all year round. One other thing I will say is watering techniques. Dead of the summer or in general, you want about a half an inch to an inch of water per week. So separate waterings is essential. You can do a Monday and a Friday, you can do a Monday, Tuesday, whatever it is. Do about a half an inch each watering. You can use a watering can or a little water, a tuna can. You could call it the tuna can challenge. Set it out on your lawn, turn your sprinklers on, and just keep an eye on it. Once you get to an inch, that will tell you how long it takes you to water that area using those irrigation heads with your water pressure. So say it takes an hour. So one day I'm gonna do a 30-minute watering, then the next day I'll do a 30-minute watering. So in total, ideally, you'll have 1 inch of water that week. You don't need to water more. One other tip is early morning waterings are essential and they're key. They will help prevent fungus, and they will help your lawn absorb more water. In the evenings, it can be too hot, or in the middle of the day, more water will evaporate, so you'll be wasting money and wasting water. So early morning waterings, half inch to an inch per week. If it's gonna rain that week, have a rain gauge. That'll tell you how much you have to water on top of what Mother Nature will give you. So I hope you learned something in this video. I saw this before and it's the bee's knees. I use this in my back lawn. I recently installed an irrigation system in ground. I'll provide a link below or above. However I can figure out the YouTube, that's where the link will be. I appreciate you guys so much. Hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Comment below if you have a similar technique to this, if you've never seen this, and if you're gonna try it yourself. So have a good day, guys. Bye.